What's going on, everybody? Strongside Junior here with the Halo Lowdown. Today, our guest is Jessica. How's it going,
Hello.
Jessica?
Everything is going great. How are you doing?
Good. Um, you want to introduce yourself to the viewers here?
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Jessica Gotch. I also go by J Ghosty. That is my gamer tag. And there's my intro.
Nice. So we got your gamer tag. The Twitter handle is in the description. Do you stream or?
I don't stream, but no, obviously you have my Twitter handle up. I'm not even on your Twitch right now, but my Twitter handle is at Jessica Gotch. So pretty simple.
So how long have you had the gamer tag that you are using right now?
Actually, I just switched my gamer tag a couple months ago when I got my new Xbox on Black Friday, which was super exciting. But my one before that was just Jessica Gotch because all I wanted to do was game. I didn't want to mess around with like my gamer tag. I wasn't being very creative. Um, but how I came about J Ghosty is because people in high school nicknamed me Jago, and it just stuck with me. Like first letter of my first name, first two letters of my last name, and then
Yeah.
that was taken, and so I just had to come up with a fun one. So J Ghosty it is.
Alrighty. And so Jay Ghosty and Jessica Gotch, you said, were your two gamer tags. Have you had any other gamer tags other than that?
Nope, those were my only two. I think actually maybe really early in high school, I think I had Jago828, but maybe. I don't really remember. I think that was not gold. Otherwise I just made it. I don't really remember. I'm pretty sure that was one a long time ago.
Alright. So have you always been a gamer, or is it just recently?
Well, I've always gamed, not with Halo though. So growing up, I have one older brother, so we were always playing Mortal Kombat and
Alright.
Sonic and
The classics.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mario Party, Donkey Kong, all those fun games. So I've always been gaming, but just in high school, I got started up with Halo. Actually, it was finals week, my sophomore year, and a bunch of my guy friends, we all had a break and they were like, let's go game, let's go play Halo. So I just went along and they made me play. And I was like, oh my God, it was so bad. That was back in Halo 2. That was horrible, but I just started gaming with it a ton. I really started out in Halo 3 and then just obviously fell in love with it. Totally Halo. Not a COD girl. I'm not
Alright.
not that good at it.
That's what I like to hear.
Yes, definitely.
So have you ever competed in an MLG or AGL tournament?
I have not competed with a team, but I did go to MLG Orlando 2009, the championships, and I did the free for all there.
How'd you
And
do?
I don't even remember. I got knocked out. Like actually I got to the second round, but there were so many people doing the free for all.
Okay.
I didn't have a significant placing in that.
Alright. Um, are you currently on a team?
I am not on a team. No, I am not.
Alright. Um, why not?
I don't know. I haven't found anybody good enough. No. I'm just saying. I just haven't had time to put together a team. I'm so busy that to sit down and practice and get together a team and then go to competitions just seems like so much work right now. So maybe
Yeah.
one day it would be fun.
Alright. Maybe like a Ninja Jessica team, right? A doubles
Yeah,
team or something.
yeah, maybe Ninja will pick me up, just no, I doubt that. I really would make them lose. No, I'm not that bad, but I have a good time playing. But a bunch of us girls, we game. I get on with my friends and we play. I'm trying to start up a stream, hopefully this summer, just for just for kicks. I think it'd
Yeah.
be a good time to stream when I game, and so we'll see. We'll see if that happens, but
Yeah.
not now. No team right now. No time.
Alright. you're just too good for any team right now. You're waiting for everybody to catch up.
Yeah, I'm glad you know, Andrew.
All right. So when you're not gaming, what is your job or hobby?
Okay, when I'm not gaming, my job, I am a promotional model, so I am really busy with that all the time. I work with Harley Davidson and Chevrolet and Cadillac. Those are my three main ones that I do. So I'm usually traveling with
Okay.
those. If I'm not at an event, I'm usually getting there. So my hobbies, though, I dance. I'm a
Okay.
big dancer, so I did that all my years growing up. And it's just, again, it's hard to find time for that, but that's what I do outside of gaming.
Alrighty. So what would be your favorite job, past or present?
Favorite job? Hmm. Definitely the one I'm doing. Modeling is awesome. I get to meet so many people. I get to do so many crazy things. Like being able to travel and
Mhm.
get paid for it is
Yeah.
just incredible. So
Yeah.
that is definitely something that's definitely my favorite job. I did my previous jobs though. In high school, I worked at Best Buy. I was actually a computer sales associate. They stuck.
With the suds.
Yeah, with the Suds, exactly. We had a good conversation about that last weekend in Michigan at the Gamers for Giving. But yeah, Best Buy was definitely an awesome job. Starting off in computer sales as a 16-year-old was it was a little difficult. I had a lot of training, but Best Buy, they have a great discount. So I worked there and I also worked at Hollister
Okay.
for about a year. But out of those two, I'd have to say Best Buy
All
was
right.
the best.
Um, so are you currently going to school?
I am going to school. I am a junior at UW Whitewater. So that's actually where I am right now
All right.
on Skype in my room in my apartment. So it's a good time. Like I said, I'm really busy. So school pretty much consumes me, especially now in my third year.
So what's your major?
My major is interpersonal communications, and then I have an emphasis in health and wellness. And my minor is human resource management.
Okay.
Yep. I switched from business. I used to be um, a business management major, but
Why'd you switch away from business?
the accounting classes here are very,
Oh,
very difficult. And that was my problem. So I switched to communications, and I'm very happy that I did.
yeah. Um, so looking back on high school, is there one moment or like a memory, like a funny prank or something that you have from high school that you wanted to share?
My gosh, funny prank that happened in high school. Like nothing really when I was there funny happened. The year before I came into high school, I heard that as a senior prank, our seniors that year, they put like goldfish in all of the toilets in all of the bathrooms in our school, and it was like I guess the teachers were ridiculously mad, and that's why nothing fun happened when I was there because people ruined it the year before, right? Like, why would you do that? So that's hilarious. I wish I could have experienced it, but no, nothing super funny happened that I got to witness,
All right.
unfortunately.
So we talked a little bit earlier about all the different video games you played. What would, in your opinion, be the most like you had the most fun or your favorite video game?
Oh my gosh. Well, outside of Halo, which is obviously
Yeah.
my number one, I would have to say my all-time favorite game or games. Okay, Mario Party. That's definitely it. That used to consume me. I would play that every day. It was so much fun. And then you could do, what was it, 50 turns, I think.
Oh yeah, the super long one.
Yeah, super.
Yeah.
It got too long, like hours, you know. You were playing that for hours, but
Yeah.
Mario Party consumed me. And then another one that I had a ton of fun with was Paper Mario.
Oh, okay. Is that for the GameCube?
Yeah, yep, it was
Nice.
for the GameCube. Did you ever play it?
My neighbor had a GameCube, but I never did, so and he wouldn't let me play it,
Oh,
so
yeah. Okay. Yeah,
so I,
Paper
I watched
Mario
him
was a
play Paper
blast.
Mario.
It's something that like it never got old. Something was always going on in the game. I was always battling new people. It was so much fun.
So would you consider yourself a pro in Paper Mario or?
Oh yeah. That used to consume me as well. My brother taught me how to play, so he had all of the like cheat books too. He would go and buy the magazines or whatever that like had all the little tips on how to beat Paper Mario
Okay.
and like what you could use to kill what boss. And it was like, I'm definitely a pro at Paper Mario.
If you get to that point, you're really dedicated, if you're buying the strategy guides.
He was dedicated. I don't think I would have been as good if my brother didn't buy all those magazines, but they helped out.
So approximately how many hours have you played? Uh, both, I guess both games, or you can pick one.
Oh my gosh, like Mario Party and Paper Mario.
Well, I mean, you can try if you can try to think.
Oh my goodness. I can't even, honestly, when I was younger, I used to be on at least an hour a day, like at least an hour a day, and that was sharing the GameCube and the N64 with my brother and my parents being like, you have to go to school and you have to do this. And I would be on at least an hour a day, unless my brother was like, let me play now. He would get so mad. I would just take over his gaming console. He's like, Mom got me this for Christmas, not you. You got me so addicted to this game, though. So, yeah, I don't know, hours and hours and hours and days all together.
Probably
I used to play so much.
a ridiculous amount.
Yeah,
You probably don't even want to know. That's usually what everybody says.
I never thought about it until you asked me, and it's probably a very long time. We were even playing in summer. I live in a house in Whitewater with a couple of different girls, and one of my roommates, she brought an N64 with all the Mario parties, and even this summer, like I'm still playing.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
You can never like once you get really involved in one of those games, it's really hard to, stop playing it and stuff. So I totally understand. I'm the same way.
yeah, there's so much fun.
Um, all right. So moving forward, do you have a favorite MLG AGL team, like present or past?
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'd have to say my favorite team since I'm dating Ninja is Warriors. That's definitely my favorite team right now. But
Understandable.
yeah, but after AGL, I don't know. There's so many good teams out there right now. Obviously, I'm good friends with the Suds, so reality check. Like there's so many people right now. Like there really aren't many. Um, there really aren't many permanent teams right now. Everyone's kind of like free agents or out in the air with like two people here, two people
Yeah.
there. So I don't know. Oh, oh, my microphone's going out. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of
Um,
crackly, but
yeah, sorry about that. Warriors is definitely my favorite team, but there are a lot of good players out there right now, and it's just been so crazy since MLG dropped Halo. Everyone trying to figure out what they're doing. I'm not even sure exactly who's all staying with Halo and what pros are
yeah.
caught or not. I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, you never know because I know they said like Flame Sword was gonna leave and then he ended up coming back for Chicago. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of a toss up.
Definitely. So there were a lot of players at, sorry, I'm just trying to fix my mic.
It's fine.
There are a lot of players at AGL Chicago that I was surprised to see there. And even at the Gamers for Giving tournament, there were some people there that hadn't been on playing Halo, so it was interesting to see them compete.
Yeah. Um. So looking back to MLG or I guess AGL Chicago too, what would be your favorite moment for Halo?
What would be my favorite Halo moment? Hmm. At those past two events or like of all time?
All time.
Hmm. Honestly, my favorite experience with Halo, if I can say that, it was just flying down to Orlando for the championships in '09. That was my first MLG event, and it was just crazy. I mean, have you ever been to an MLG event?
I went to AGL Chicago and that was my first event. So
Oh, okay. So like AGL Chicago was great, but the MLG events are just obviously the venues are ridiculously big
yeah.
and they have so many sponsors. It was just overwhelming to walk in and then be able to see like that's when I met Puckett and stuff and everything was just so crazy to see the huge arena and main stage. So yeah, everything that was definitely my favorite experience just when I got introduced to the competitive world
Okay.
for Halo. Yeah, that
All
was
right.
exciting.
So kind of moving away from video games, do you have a favorite book or a movie?
Hmm. Well, I do not read much, but my favorite book I would have to say is Catching Fire, the second one in the Hunger Games.
Okay.
Well, I'm finishing reading it right now. There's only like 30 pages left, but it was just an awesome, exciting book. And the fact that I don't get super into reading books and that one consumed me, I could just sit down and read it. That was definitely my favorite book and a favorite movie. Avatar. Like
Okay.
Avatar in 3D was insane. That would have to be my favorite movie.
All right. So do you have a favorite TV show?
Oh yeah, The Walking Dead. For sure. I just got done watching it. That's why I couldn't do this any earlier. I was like, The Walking Dead comes on. I had missed last week's for being at Gamers Forgiving, so I had to catch up all night. That's what I was doing, watching The
Okay.
Walking Dead. It's crazy. Do you watch it?
No, well, I watched the first couple seasons on Netflix, but
Yeah.
once they got off of Netflix, I didn't have cable, so I couldn't really stay up to date with it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. People that follow me on Twitter were awesome, and they sent me a link to this website where you can watch the season that's not on Netflix, and it's just awesome. So I can send it to you if you want. You really should stay up with it. Everything's getting crazy.
Yeah, sometimes if I don't know, I feel like if I like I'll watch the first couple seasons on Netflix and then it's so good that I don't even want to watch any more seasons because I
You
feel
don't
like
want to be
sometimes
disappointed.
yeah, exactly.
I totally understand that. But you won't be disappointed. It's good. Like
All right.
it's just as good as the other seasons that were on Netflix.
Yeah, I'll
So
definitely check it out.
I have to catch you up. I'll send you the link after this.
Alrighty. Um, so if you could meet one person dead or alive, who would it be?
Hmm. You're hitting me with these hard questions here. Who would I want to meet? Oh my goodness. I don't even know. I don't even know who I would want to meet. There's so many people. Um, hmm. Maybe like my favorite actor is Vince Vaughn, so I would have to say him. So I think he's hilarious and I would love to meet him.
Yeah, that would definitely be like I think any of the comedy actors would be awesome to hang out with just because I imagine it being so funny, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'd just be laughing the whole time, especially Vince Vaughn. Like The Wedding Crashers is awesome. I
Oh
love
my
that movie.
gosh, I know. His movies are so funny. Four Christmases, that movie too.
I haven't seen that, so
You're so behind on all this stuff. Like that's
it's
another movie you have to watch.
like I'm usually really good with movies and TV shows, so
Yeah, you
but
definitely have to watch that. It's a
all
good movie.
right. Well, now I got some more stuff to watch, so I won't be bored.
Yep.
But all right. So if you're stranded in a desert for a week, what three items would you bring with you?
I would have to say water. And gosh, I wouldn't have electricity out there. I couldn't even bring my gaming setup.
Yeah.
Um, water and like some board games. Get some. I don't know. Would I be by myself?
I don't know. I mean, if you
Stranded by myself, like Castaway, or
I,
stranded with people like in Lost?
no, I mean you only have with you what you bring. So
By myself. I'd go insane.
somebody,
Water and food and I guess a book. Keep myself busy. That's what I would bring.
all right. So if you were God for one day, what would you do?
I love these questions. Um, I guess try and make things right. Or I could go a little crazy like in Bruce Almighty and just do some things that would benefit me. If I was God for a day, I would create an awesome island and city with like an insane house, and then when I came back and I wasn't God, I would just live there.
All right, that's planning right there.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like really nice about it, and but I guess I
Like
guess
I
you
said,
just
I
want
would
to
try and fix some things, but to be honest, if you had the powers, there's a lot you can do in 24 hours. So,
yeah. Um, so what would you do with $100,000?
$100,000, I would pay off my student loans for sure, so I wouldn't have to worry about that, and probably go on a really nice trip and donate some to charity, and then put the rest away. So I have like a little start to a good savings for sure. But student loans would be my number one, to be honest,
All right,
because that is a hefty bill that I am going to have after college.
definitely. So if you had $1 million, what would you do?
Pay off my student loans and then do all of the above, except I would buy a banging ass house and just do some crazy stuff. I go on all these trips. I would do everything I ever wanted because money would not be an option, and then save some.
And then save some, whatever was left at the
Yeah,
end.
then yeah, if there was any left. No, I wouldn't blow it. People do that in the lottery all the time. I feel like
You,
you get so overwhelmed.
yeah,
Just
they have actual jobs for like financial advisors for people that win the lottery, you know? Like I
yeah,
guess I don't know that
to
for
guide
some
them.
reason that just yeah, just like
Wow, I didn't
after
know
you win the
that.
lottery, then they hire people to manage their money like so they don't go off and blow it because so many people do. So I don't know.
Wow, I didn't know they had people like that. I mean, it's so smart, but the last thing on my mind when I win the lottery would be to hire somebody to make sure,
Yeah.
like, let's make sure you're smart about this. Like, no, I want to go spend my money.
Um, all right. So we are going to open up the chat box for viewer questions. So we'll take a few of those, I guess, as long as they're decent. And
That's
then,
fine. Ask away. I will answer anything.
all right. And then while we wait for all those to come in, do you have any advice for up and coming gamers or I don't know, girlfriends of pros if they're watching? I don't know. Any advice at all,
Uh,
really?
okay. So I'll go off on this a little bit. Okay, how did I meet Ninja? Yeah, I will explain it all. I saw a comment before from somebody rude, but I will explain. Um, actually, Tyler and I, or Ninja and I, we met 3 years ago at a Focus Fire tournament in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Before he was professional, before I started modeling, I met him. He was teaming with Luckside, who I had already known, and him and I were good friends. He lives like 20 minutes from here. And so that's how I met Tyler, and we stayed in contact ever since. We became really good friends. Um, and then we obviously were in different situations then. But we stayed super good friends. When we would like drink, we would Skype each other and like we would text all the time and hang out. And so now, yeah, we're dating and I met him 3 years ago. So that is my little spiel for the people that think I met him when he was a pro. And I'm just trying to whatever they think, like the comments said before. No, I've known
Yeah.
Tyler for a long time, right when he was getting into competing at tournaments just as an amateur, going around locally. So Tyler and I have been friends for a while, and that's that.
All right. I think Quickula said or is asking, what is the best state in the country?
What is the best state in the country?
I
Oh,
think this one's a loaded question because I think we all three live in the same state right now. So,
Wisconsin? Okay.
yep.
I don't know. I don't know. Like Wisconsin's all right. I'm not trying to live here the rest of my life, though, to be honest.
Ooh.
Are you?
No, well, I mean, I want to move back to Nebraska, but that's pretty low for being someone that, like,
Me-
someone that.
Wisconsin's great. It's really fun, but I mean, going on vacations in Florida, it's just I hate the winters, and that's why I can't say Wisconsin's the best state, just because it's so frustrating how cold it gets. You can't even go outside without freezing your face off.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely kind of a hassle, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And I am 20 years old. It's Cuban.
Not 14.
I'm not 14, no. Yeah, a lot of people on Xbox Live think I'm a little boy. That's okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure that happens to every single girl on Xbox,
I
so.
know. I just stopped talking half the time.
Um, so as long as there's no more questions, um, any final
Do I play often?
yes.
We can just wait a minute or two and see if anybody else has a question, but I do play pretty often. If you missed the beginning of the Halo lowdown, I had said that I'm really busy with college, and outside of that, I do promotional modeling, and I'm also a fitness supervisor here, so I'm very, very busy. I game as much as I can. I try to get on at least an hour a day, in between class or at night before I go to bed. So I game pretty often. All I do is Halo. So I am a cheesehead. Yes. Go Pack Go. I'm getting super sad though. They got rid of Donald Driver and now Charles
Uh,
Woodson. And Charles Woodson was my jersey. So I called my mom right away who got it for me. I'm like, we got to give me another jersey before next year. I don't want to run around having Woodson on. He's going to get picked up by another team.
I mean, I still see people wearing Favre jerseys, like,
True. That's true. I feel like Favre is a different story though. And it's
yeah,
Donald Driver. People could still wear driver jerseys and it's okay, but
yeah.
Jordy Favre, yeah. What do I think of the Suds? They're awesome. The Suds are actually really, really cool. They're sweet guys. I met them officially last weekend at Gamers for Giving in Michigan. We were friends before that, though. Like, obviously the gaming community, you meet so many people online that you're friends with, but you've never actually met them in person. So, they are really cool, though. Really great guys.
Yeah.
So they're trying to do a lot for the Halo community, and I think it's awesome. So they're really trying to get, they do those CGL tournaments online, which is just awesome, for everyone that still tries to compete in Halo. And yeah, they're just good people.
Yep, I got the chance to talk to them. Actually, I think you said that you saw that interview, but
Yeah, yeah, I watched a little bit of it. So you did Suddath one, right?
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he was pretty nice. So
hmm Yeah, they're awesome. Why is there? Oh, it's not for me. Just trying to read the chat here.
yeah, yeah.
Let's see. What is Ninja doing? I don't know. He's in the other room right now. I think he's watching Doctor Who. The show. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, don't watch it. No.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you were gonna have me watch something else. Like,
Yeah, here's another show you can add to your list. But no, he's watching this uh, show that came from Europe, and it's Doctor Who, and he's really addicted to it. It's been consuming him. And so I didn't really get into it, but what do you think would better the AGL experience? Um, I think a bigger venue with some more on-site sponsors. I mean, one thing that before I started working events was just going to MLG and being able to go up to the Dr. Pepper stand and grab a Dr. Pepper, go over to the Stride Girls and get some free gum, get a shirt made. All those little things just make the experience so much better because when you're waiting around and waiting around, for hours for games to be played, or if you're a spectator, obviously some games you don't want to watch, and it's just you need something to pass time. It was really nice that they had a gaming room there. They had some ping pong and a pool table, and they had another gaming setup in the back room with what did they have? I don't even remember. Another game that people could go back and play.
oh, Guitar Hero, I think.
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, was that it?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
remember they were like looping the Guitar Hero songs over and over throughout the whole weekend. So.
it was cool though that they brought in the DJ and stuff.
Mhm.
Longer flip up. Who is But yeah, AGL is definitely up and coming. Obviously they're just getting bigger and it's exciting with Halo not being on the MLG circuit, you know,
Mhm.
it's just going to keep growing. I know that they have good sponsors already, and I'm looking forward to the next couple of events. I know New Jersey is going to be more local, but Nashville, Tennessee is going to be the next bigger one they do, just like AGL Chicago. And I'll be there. Ninja's going to be there. So we're going to drive down road trip for that. Hopefully, we'll see some of you guys there.
Yeah. Hopefully, I don't think
Are
I
you?
can make it, but no, I don't think I can. But
Oh, just because of the long drive and everything.
yeah, I've got work. Actually, I think I need to go to. So
Okay.
uh, just kind of something that's unavoidable. Which unfortunately, I really wanted to go though. So
I know it'll be fun, and hopefully, hopefully the stream will have no issues this time, and kind of the announcers and commentators will be set to make everything run smoother.
yeah.
So that's what I think about the AGL experience. Overall, it's already great, but obviously every event can have some things to better it. Is the prize money going to be the same? I'm not sure. Hopefully it's more. Hopefully it's more. I know they were discussing how they should divvy up the first, second, and third places when I was back there.
Hmm.
And it's just nice. It would be nicer if they could include more money because, if people work really hard, they drive all the way there. It would be nice to have a bigger prize to be
It's.
working for.
I mean, more money's always better. So
Definitely. And I mean, if people are traveling to these events like they've done for MLG and getting hotels and gas and getting their team together, and then you have to pay for food for the whole weekend, pay for your team entry, it would be nice to have something bigger to work towards. So hopefully more, but it'll at least be the same. So
yeah. And I think really it's up to all the spectators. So the people that are watching, sure you like keep supporting the AGL and stuff. So we can
yep,
all still get paid and stuff. So.
definitely. Yeah, I agree.
um. So.
I think that's about it then.
Alrighty.
But
Um. What was that?
I said I think we're good.
Alrighty.
Any more questions we didn't answer in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like we're good to go. Any advice for the spectators or amateur gamers?
I would just say just keep going, keep practicing, get on every day. Obviously, I was friends with Tyler when he was trying to become pro, and he was just very dedicated. And so if you want it bad enough, keep going to local tournaments too. A lot of people have like local tournaments that aren't big in prize money, but you can keep doing that. And even if you try and get a team together, that's just more stuff you can say, almost like a resume that you've won this and you've gone to that. And even, the amateur teams, they get sponsors, knowing the right people and networking. So if you want to get a sponsorship so you can travel to these events and become noticed, go to those local tournaments wherever you live and just so you can present that to your sponsor,
All right.
possibly. And that would be my advice. Just keep going, guys. Reach out. I mean, you can even on Twitter. I know a lot of the pros are on there and maybe even get game invites. You never know how you're going to get noticed. So, yep.
All right, that's some good advice. Any final shout outs to like your mom or any sponsors or anyone?
Well, I'll shout out to my entire family and Tyler. Shout out to Ninja. And also, I work for Tap Promotions, which is a modeling staffing um, event. And so what they do is they staff gamer models, which is awesome. And that's what we are doing at AGL. So I'll shout out to Tap. And if anybody in the chat is a girl, you guys can go to Tap Promotions. And I think they're taking some guys, but go to Tap Promotions and you should put in an application because it's super fun and they staff events. It's great.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for coming on the show, answering some of the tougher questions. So.
Of course. It was a fun interview. Thanks for having me here, Andrew.
Yep. Well, I guess I should let you get back to catching up on Walking Dead. So.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm about to do that now. Go go watch a little bit more of what I missed in the last couple weeks. So,
All right.
yeah, I will see you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks. All right. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Decided to watch this episode of the Halo Lowdown. If you want to, you can follow. We're gonna have a lot more professional gamers and amateurs too. If you guys are interested in getting interviewed, just hit me up on Twitter at Sosa Junior 21. Um, Also, if you want to watch it again, I guess youtube.com/WERDNA 021. You can watch all of them again. All my old interviews or my previous interviews are there. If you're watching it on YouTube right now, go to twitch.tv/strongside_junior. You can watch live. And get some of the questions answered. You can watch me say a lot, I guess. Thanks, thanks to everyone who watched this episode of the Halo Lowdown, and I'll see you next time.